Are you a motherless daughter? What if we told you we have 20 years worth of truth treasures, pearls of wisdom, and diamonds of hope to help you with your mother loss? We do, and we share all things mother loss on Nurturing Words, Voices of Experience, a podcast by the Motherless Daughters Ministry. Give yourself some self-care and listen as we discuss grief, regret, anger, redemption, closure, and so much more.
Hello, I'm Gladys Bell, your host. We're so glad to have you with us today. Here at Motherless Daughters Ministry, we seek to provide resources that will encourage and support healing from the impact of loss. As we hit August, we know many of our motherless daughters are navigating back to school season or will be soon. Today's episode features our podcast administrator, Sarah Lynn Wells, as she discusses how this season bubbles up emotions for her. As a nonprofit working to reach motherless daughters, we want women traveling the journey of mother loss to find healing they need. Whether through resources, sharing stories, or community groups, we look to connect with you. Right from our website homepage, there are links to receive email updates, leave a voicemail message, schedule a free 15-minute consultation, or sign up for personal coaching. Your prayers, input, and financial support help make a difference in providing content for motherless daughters. If these episodes have been helpful to you, we would love for you to leave a review or share our content. But we also have a way to become a monthly supporter. If you are listening through Buzzsprout, you should see an option right next to the podcast to become a listener supporter. You can also find the link in the show notes. Now, stay with us as Sarah Lynn shares from her experience.
When you lose someone close to you, there are days that you are prepared for the grief to feel more intense. For motherless daughters, it might be Mother's Day or her mother's birthday. But there are also times when the grief unexpectedly bubbles up to the surface. One of those times for me is back to school season. My mother was an elementary school teacher for almost 40 years. Each year, as lazy summer days began to wind down, our focus shifted from playing outside to spending time in my mother's classroom. I'll never forget the smells of freshly painted walls and new books as the school was prepared for another year of learning. I would spend my time playing school in her classroom, punching out shapes for her bulletin board, or just running around with the other teachers' kids. Her classroom was a whimsical place where you could sense the love and warmth of someone who had a real passion for teaching. I am sure there is part of me that feels an extra bit of grief at back to school time because of these special memories and how I associate school with my mom. But now as a mom myself, I think the grief has another layer to it. I'm a mom of 2 boys, one in 3rd grade and one in his last year of preschool. Losing my mom unexpectedly when my oldest was a newborn affected my motherhood experience profoundly. I felt a bit like a lost traveler trying to find her way without any navigational tool. My mother had been such an encourager and source of wisdom. Over the years, I have developed more confidence as a mom, but I continue to wrestle with mothering without a mother at times. My son starting kindergarten hit me harder than I expected years ago. As a parent, there's so much to navigate with your child's education, and I always thought I'd have my mom to turn to with questions. What school should I send my child to? How do I help my youngest not have such a hard time at drop-off? How do I help my oldest feel more comfortable socially? Are they on target developmentally? Am I advocating enough for my kids? Is the school safe? Not having my mom at my son's kindergarten graduation, or not being able to send her his back-to-school pictures stings. But not being able to ask her questions or get her educational expertise hits hard. It's a unique challenge that you cannot fully understand if you haven't been there. The little pangs of jealousy hit me at school events when I see my friends sitting with their moms. I have to remind myself that there are other women navigating mothering without a mother. I'm certainly not the only one who feels overwhelmed and desperately wants to go to their mom for advice. Many other women have lost their moms too, or perhaps are missing out on that connection due to emotional distance or narcissism. Knowing you are not alone does not solve the problem. It doesn't bring my mom back or alleviate the struggles, but it does help me feel a sense of community where I feel seen. If you are navigating mothering without a mother, we would love for you to find a safe place to navigate those unique challenges.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue the discussion.
Mother loss comes in many forms: death, emotional absence, narcissism, and as painful as mother loss is, there are so many treasures to be found by going through the pain instead of avoiding it and stumbling around trying to tiptoe around it. Motherless Daughters Ministry is a nonprofit 501c3 and was created by motherless daughters for motherless daughters. We can actually say, we understand your pain. We've been there. We're still there. We are all survivors, and as survivors, we walk this journey together. For over 20 years, this ministry has reached every corner of the globe to help motherless daughters just like yourself find comfort, freedom, self-love, grace, forgiveness. Could you use any of those? You've already taken the huge step of tuning into this podcast. You are on a mother loss journey. Did you know that? This very moment and every action you take will either bring you closer to healing or push you further away from it. Which direction do you want to move in? Motherless Daughters Ministry is here to help you navigate the deep and frigid waters of mother loss. Let us do what we do best, and that's nurture you as you heal.
I wrote that blog a year ago, but those words are hitting me even harder today. My youngest is now about to start kindergarten. It seems impossible that I have no more kids in the preschool phase. As a preschool teacher myself, that was such a fun developmental stage for me, and it was sweet to have these last few years together at the preschool. My youngest and I were able to spend some extra time together, and I find myself grieving this new phase, even though I know it is exciting and a good thing for him. I also find the back-to-school blues hitting me extra hard. Not only is my son going to kindergarten, but my niece is about to start her first year of college. I know my sister and I would both love for just one more chance to talk to our mom and get her much-needed advice. So much change and so many new phases. As an adult, I didn't live near my mom, but every time we went to visit her, she'd find an excuse for the two of us to go shopping or run errands. Our favorite part of the trip was when we usually ended up at Panera. Sometimes we'd go for lunch. We both loved the Chipotle chicken sandwich there. Other times we'd stop quickly for a hot drink and cookie. It wasn't the food that was my favorite part, but rather the conversation. Sometimes she'd talk about school or things she was going through, but more often than not, it was me talking about something I was dealing with and her giving me advice. Somehow, whatever problem I had seemed more manageable over our sandwich or hot cocoa. She had a way of knowing exactly what to say, offering advice or scripture or encouragement that helped me see things in a different perspective. What I wouldn't give for one of those sessions right now. There are a few things, though, that are encouraging me. One of those is being able to carry on this tradition. As I said, part of why kindergarten is hitting me so hard is my youngest and I had a bit of extra time together when we were both at a part-time preschool. One of his favorite things to do with me was to go to Panera. His order looked a little bit different than what we used to get. His go-to is a juice box and a bagel. And our conversations were much less about solving issues and more about his latest Lego creation or him listing his favorite Super Mario characters. But it was sweet to be able to carry on this tradition. It made me feel connected to my mom in a way. I'm also feeling encouraged by knowing I am not alone. I know many women who I've met in various seasons of life who are navigating this journey, either through losing their mother to death or through missing out on the mothering they should have received. We may not talk every day, or maybe we haven't in years, but there's a connection there. I know I'm not the only one feeling a heaviness as we send our kids off to school and wish we had our mother to talk to or had a mother we could share our struggles with. I also know that I have a sisterhood here with the ministry of women who get it. We may not all be in the same life stage, but we understand the ache, loss of missing out on our mother or missing out on having had that mothering. I got to spend a little time this summer with a few women in that sisterhood through our journey retreat. Even working as a facilitator, I experienced my own healing and joy at connecting with others navigating this journey. If you are longing to be seen and heard, our ministry wants to be part of the sisterhood that you feel. Maybe it's just listening to our episodes and feeling heard through someone's story. Maybe it's joining a support group or connections and community circles. Or perhaps it's taking a course and uncovering new layers to your grief and healing. Whatever you are looking for, there is hope and healing through this ministry and through this sisterhood. Check out the show notes for links to our upcoming programs and resources for you. And if you are navigating back to school season as a teacher, a parent, or maybe a grandparent, we are praying for you and hope you and the children in your life are having a safe, successful, and wonderful year of learning.
If you are in need of more nurturing words, we encourage you to listen to our other episodes. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can join us next time. We don't want to miss you. We have many Motherless Daughter resources on our website at www.motherlessdaughtersministry.com. You can also find us on our YouTube channel and Facebook at Motherless Daughters Ministry. We hope you'll come visit us, and we look forward to joining us next time.